Greetings fellow internet folk, it is Kaz here, and I wanted to make a video today that is purely dedicated to simply just having a bit of a discussion about my favourite game of 2016, my favourite games experience of 2016. You know, I'm sure you've seen it in the title already, you've seen it on the thumbnail. It's pretty freaking obvious at this point what the game is, and the game has to be Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Now, compared to in the past for myself, I did not play that many games this year in terms of new releases and stuff like that. There's a ton of beloved games and Game of the Year contenders that so many people just absolutely love that I have not played. Springs to mind Battlefield 1, I played the beta, had a bit of fun in the multiplayer. I'm horrible at online multiplayer, so typically that's not my kind of deal. Titanfall 2 also comes to mind. See, everyone loves that game. Like, that is a critical darling, even though all the sales are going not great for EA, unfortunately, and I feel sorry for Respawn about that, but that's a topic for another time. There's other ones like Doom. There's been a lot of fantastic shooters according to the critics this year, so that's great. I'm not that big of a shooter fan, so I can't really speak to that personally. Dark Souls 3 is another really popular one, and Overwatch, that's another shooter. There's like 50 million games that everyone loves, and I just haven't played. That's my point here. I'm sorry, there's probably some other amazing game, and everyone's like hating me for not putting it in this list or giving it a shout out or whatever. But the game I actually would call my game of the year before we get to the Uncharted talk, the game I would call my game of the year for the year of 2016 would actually be The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, because I picked up The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt at the beginning of this year in 2016 and played through it. It took me 3/4 of the year. I was taking my time, I was enjoying my time in that world. I love that game to death. I actually right now think it might be the best gaming experience I've ever had in my life. So for me that is 2016, but I understand the game came out last year. I can't wait to get into the DLC of the game. I haven't done that yet, but I do understand the game came out last year, so that's cheating if I call that my game of the year. So with all that aside and honourable mentions and what everyone else likes aside, the game I did play that everyone loves, so it's good I actually played something that everyone talks about, is Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Oh my god, this game's great. And that's, now, hate on me all you want, I don't know if you're gonna hate on me, whatever. I had never played an Uncharted game before Uncharted 4, and I understand everyone thinks you should play the other ones first. I didn't have a problem with in that regard of not playing the other 3 Uncharted games first. I understand the Nathan Drake collection came out. I was really close to getting it before Uncharted 4 was released, and I was really procrastinating about that. I didn't end up doing it, and so I picked up Uncharted 4, and it is absolutely fantastic. In hindsight, do I wish I had gone back and played the other 3 Uncharted games just to get that even more sense of accomplishment, that connection to these amazing, beautifully acted, beautifully written characters? Yes, I kind of do, but you know, life goes, and I can still go back and play the other 3 Uncharted games. I understand it's kind of half ruined for me now, but what's in the past is in the past. I love Uncharted 4, it's amazing. I'll get the graphics talk out of the way, because graphics definitely don't make games. I don't think graphics are that important, but oh my god, the graphics in this game are just absolutely I just drooled. They're incredible. If you show someone what games can be these days, show them Uncharted 4, show them that quality presentation. And it's something that, even though Naughty Dog, is known for, it's a staple of their games at this point, it's just something that can't be taken for granted, even though we know Naughty Dog does it every single time. The characters, for me, had made this story, even though I had little to no actual connection with them, and they're just all so amazing. I love Nathan Drake so much. But moving on from the incredible characters, the story as a whole, it's very Indiana Jones, but it's the characters that make it just that much better. They make it such a more emotional experience than it actually is, you know what I mean? The story, you could write that story up, right? They're these 2 brothers and they're looking for artifacts or whatever, right? It's pretty generic stuff, but the characters just make it so, and Nolan North, Troy Baker, there's a million other people I'm not crediting. They're just all absolutely superb in their roles. The gameplay, now Uncharted 4's gameplay, I feel it's a very solid third-person shooter. I don't think its gameplay is anything mind-blowingly groundbreaking. It's certainly an improvement of what I've seen of the previous games. It's certainly a enhanced version of that. I don't feel like it's anything super groundbreaking. It's certainly solid nonetheless. The game knows what it is. It's a third-person action game, and it delivers on that very well. Is it something that's going to blow you out of the water if you've never experienced the Uncharted before? Probably not, but it's certainly very much better than average. It's great, it's good, you know what I mean? It's just, for me, the characters, the story that make it the experience that it truly is. And for me, that just can't be overstated. I think it took me maybe 12 to 15 hours to beat them. That's just an estimate, I couldn't tell you for sure. And I just had a blast the whole time. It's just absolutely fantastic. Obviously, Uncharted 4 also has a multiplayer mode, which I must confess, I actually only played once. I played the tutorial of it after I'd already beaten the main game. I was so caught up in the main game, and I love that so much. I did the multiplayer tutorial, and I thought it was fine. Like, I'm sure it's great, people love it, and I'm sure it's fantastic knowing the standards that Naughty Dog are at right now. But I never personally don't actually have little to no experience in it, so I can't really speak to that. I thought Uncharted 4 was amazing. I feel like it really is my favourite game of the year. It is my favourite, probably, narrative experience of the year. It's just something that can't really be described, and it's something that, if you know someone who doesn't play video games, you got to show them this game because it is absolutely incredible. Anyway, that's just a little discussion I thought I'd cook up about what my favourite game of 2016 was. Make sure you leave your favourite games in the comment section below and leave and have a chat. Yeah, I'd love to see some discussions going on down there. But that's enough from me. I'll see you guys next time. Until our next encounter, have a great day.